Hey up lads, how are you doing? We're here for our top double squat day. We wanted 160, I think we might do a little bit more than 160, but we'll see how the warm-ups go. Everything we're feeling good, and based on how 145 was feeling 3 weeks ago, we decided we want to do a little bit more, so maybe we'll do a little bit more. It'd be nice to get the 160 ticked off though, because we didn't quite manage to get it last time. Because I'm having surgery in 2 weeks' time or something, we're gonna do this, but then we're gonna cut the back offsets. So this week, we're gonna try and get double PRs on everything, but we're gonna cut the volume, so it's kind of like a volume deload rather than an intensity deload. And then next week, we're gonna see if we can do a 1 rep max on some stuff, maybe. Not as like I'm not expecting to do anything big, but if we can do something, I don't know, whatever. Just as like the last session before I have a couple of weeks off to recover from my surgery. So plan today is same as usual, go 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, maybe like 152, 165, something like that. I don't know, we'll see. First set feels light, that's always good, isn't it? If 60 kilo felt heavy, then we'd be having a bad time. We should start to get a feeling on what we'll be doing for the top set soon. I think at least 160, obviously. I would hate to do like more than 160 and not get it when we could have done 160 and got it. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know what the last warm-up will be. Maybe 150 and then we'll see from there. Still feeling like air, so that's a good sign. I'm expecting it to feel heavy. My knees hurt walking downstairs this morning. You might think the warm-ups are a little bit excessive, but I like to make sure they're nice, good and ready. Takes me a while to get my head into it and get things working, and I also like to go quite close to the top set so that it's kind of hard, but like obviously you could do a bunch of reps with it, and then you're well prepared for the last one. I could have probably gone 60, 100, 140 for what, 853, which is my normal things, but I figure if we go singles after 100, then we're getting the central nervous system warm up without adding too much energy usage. Last set was 140 for one. It's starting to feel like a weight now. I've loaded up 152. I'm going to have 3-4 minutes, give that a go, and then we'll load up whatever we think. If 152 moves okay, maybe we'll go 162, 165. If it quite shit, we'll just put 160 on, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, next clip will be me sending this. We've reviewed the footage, moved pretty well, pretty smooth. we're going to go 165, which is a PR equal for 2. That'd be nice. And then if we get that, be a good confidence builder for getting a 170 next week. I don't think it's a good idea. So if you're watching this, I wouldn't do this normally. It's just because I'm having surgery. The plan would have been to hit whatever this week, maybe 160, 165, whatever. And then we would be going down a bit and then building back up for 4 weeks to get our single. But we don't have that time now because I'm having surgery. So we're pulling it back 3 weeks. So we're not giving ourselves the best chance of success. But it's worth a go in it, you know what I mean? If you don't get it, it doesn't matter, does it? You just don't stand up. I'm going to give myself 5 minutes and then we'll send this. When I did this as a PR, it moved pretty quick. I've slightly changed how I squat since then, so it might not move as quick, but I'm hoping it's pretty solid. Okay, here we go. PR equal for 2 reps, hopefully. Easy. Okay. Woo! Oh, no way. Nice. Cool. Yeah. Maybe I've been underselling myself for a little while. I could have done a few of them. Training's been working, I guess. That moved better than the 155 last week. Oh man. Just making sure it's 165. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. That's what we wanted. What? Okay. Yeah. Well, like we've been training, haven't we? Of course it was easy. Should we do 170 for 2? No. Right. I don't think I'm going to do any back offsets. Maybe I'll do one back offset. I'll do one back offset. When I was coming in, I thought about doing 170 for 2, just sending it, seeing what happened. If we got 1, cool. If we got 2, cool. And with the way that felt, I feel like we could have got the 170 for 2. Boost Camp's given me a new estimated 1 rep max of 170. So that's pretty good. I think a little bit more based on how that moved. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, that's all we wanted from this set of doubles, really. Well, that's 5 kilos more than we wanted. We bottled the 160 last time. We've added 5 kilo and done a double with it. So we've increased our double by 15 kilos over the last wave of doubles. That's pretty good, isn't it? Can't complain at that. Right, I'm going to have a sec and I'm going to do 100 kilo for, I don't know, 1 set. Just wanted to do 1 set with something else. Just keep them legs moving, but not too many. I'm going to do some bench now. I'm going to knock the volume down on this as well, so that we give ourselves a good chance of getting 120 for a double tomorrow. I think I'm at a gig tomorrow, so it might be Wednesday. We've got the bench press now. I'm just going to do a few sets, not the full programmed amount, because we're not doing the full program anymore. So we're deloading-ish whilst also trying to get PRs, and then a PR again next week. Max out every week, basically. That 165 wasn't a max out. We had, I don't know, at least at least 1 more rep in there. It, honest to God, felt like 2 or 3 more. I think we could have got 170 for 2 reps. it would have been hard, but I think it was there. I think our 1 rep max currently is probably 172, 175. That's not bad. The goal for this year was 180. I don't know. It depends how long this nose takes to heal. If we can get the nose healed pretty quick, if it's 2 weeks, then yeah, no worries. If it's 8 weeks, so like the range is 2 to 8 weeks. If it's 8 weeks, that's, you know, a significant dent in our training. But if it's 2 weeks, that's basically nothing. We'll spend a week or two building back up and then we'll start again. That gives us a full 12-week run through of the plan, and hopefully we can get the 180 at the end of it. Yeah, stoked. Really happy with that. Let me set the bench up. Right, we've got 180 kilo on the plan for 180 kilo, 80 kilo. Sorry, I'm not strong yet. We've got 4 sets of 5 on the plan. I'm gonna do 2 sets, and then when I make changes to the plan, this is gonna be, you know, universal throughout. Every 4th week is gonna be like your peak amount of work, but then the volume drops on the back offsets. When we were doing the last 4-week thing, I was like, why am I doing the most work when I'm also doing the heaviest thing? You want to be doing less and then building up more. Does that make sense? So like, by the time you get to the deadlift, if you've done your heaviest squat and then the most back offsets, and then the bench press and the most back offsets, and then the most sets of squat volume, by the time you get to the deadlift on the Friday, you're pretty beat. But if you drop the volume back on everything, then by the time you get to the deadlift, you should be really fresh. In theory, that's the plan. And then you'll start building the sets up earlier, rather than having a deload the next week. You will have a moving back up from the next week, so you get more work in before the final week again, if that makes sense. So it'd be like increasing in work, then drop off, then increasing in work, and then drop off, and then increasing in work, and then 1 rep max. In theory, it's going to work. It is working, and clearly I'm, you know, much stronger. I didn't even dare do 160 for 2 last time, and we did 165 for 2 with plenty in the tank this time. So pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, I'll do 80 kilo here, 5 reps. Try and make them speedy, twice. I'm going to do 1 more set. I'll come with you. Give me 5-10 minutes. Alright, that's your lot for the day. I'm going to go out, because it's a deload, because we're focusing on hitting the 2 rep max this week. Going to have a go at a 1 rep max next week. I don't want to put too much energy into the other stuff, so we'll save it. Nice short video, nice short session. Gonna go get a Lucozade or something, and I don't think it'll be, well, it definitely won't be tomorrow that I do the bench. I imagine the video will come out tomorrow though. But we're gonna do 120 for 2, and hopefully we're gonna make it look easy. What's my PR? My PR's 122.5. Maybe we could try 122.5 for 2, and then our squat and our bench is gonna be, you know, a new PR ripe for the taking. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, it's basically the same weight. Right. Yeah. I'll be with you tomorrow. See you there.